Hello everyone, welcome back. In previous videos, I have done quadratic equation exercise 4.1 in part 1 and part 2. Today I'm going to do quadratic equation exercise 4.2 in part 1. So let's start it. The first main in exercise 4.2 is find the roots of the following quadratic equation by factorization method. The first sum is x square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. So how we have to do the sum is, first we are going to multiply x square into 10. Then it becomes 10x square. In the factorization method, how we have to do this sum is, if we multiply we should get 10. If we add or minus we have to get minus 3x. That is, how we'll get the 10x square, that is 5 2s is 10. 2 I'm going to write 5x and 2x. 5 2s is 10. Now how we are going to get 3? That is, now you have to see, in the question we have minus 3. So I'm going to write front of 5 minus and I'm going to write in front of 2 plus. Now plus into minus is minus. No, 5 minus 2 is 3. And why we are taking minus in front of 3 is 5 is a greater digit. In front of it, this is minus. So we are taking minus 3. Okay. Now I'm going to write it as x square minus 5x plus 2x. And this minus 10 I'm going to write over here is equal to 0. Now, how we'll get x square, that is x of x into x is x square and minus I'm going to write over here minus. Now how we'll get 5? X into 5 becomes 5x. Now plus and 2 I'm going to write over here. Now how we'll get 2x? 2 into x will get 2x. Now plus into minus becomes minus. Now how we'll get 10 to 5 are 10 equal to 0. Now x plus 2, we have one equation over here and x minus 5. Here we have got 2 times, so we have to take 1 time. This you already know it, equal to 0. Now for this, x plus 2 is equal to 0 or x minus 5 is equal to 0. Here x is equal to plus 2. When it is going to shift to right hand side, the sign changes, that is plus 2 becomes minus 2, and when the minus sign is shifting to the other side it becomes plus, so 5 plus 5. Now we got the answer. Therefore the roots of given equation are, one is minus 2 and 5. So let's start the second question, that is 2x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. And that's how we have to do the factorization method is. Now I'm going to multiply 2x square into 6. That is 2 into 6 is 2 6 are 12 and x square I'm going to write over here. Now here if we multiply we have to get 12 and if we add or minus we have to get 1x. Okay. How we are going to get 12? 4 3s are 12. 4x and 3x. Here we have plus 6, so I'm going to write plus x. If x means it refers to 1x, okay. Now how we have to get plus, that is I'm going to write here plus 4 3s is 12, but I have to get 1 here. If we add both, if I put here also plus, it becomes 4 plus 3 is 7. So what we are going to is plus into minus becomes minus. 4 minus 3 is 1. So it becomes 1x. By multiplying we get 12, that is 4x into 3x is 12x. So 3 is 12, x into x is x square. Again plus into minus is minus. 4 minus 3 is 1x. And over here, how we are getting plus means 4 is a greater digit and 3 is lesser. 3 has minus and 4 has plus. So I'm taking the greater digit value and I'm putting here plus, and it becomes plus x. 4 minus 3 is 1x, that is x. I'm taking the greater digit sign plus, so it becomes plus x. Now the answer is that is, I'm going to write 2x square plus 4x minus 3x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now, how I'm going to get 2x square, that is, I'm going to take 2x into 2x into x is 2x square plus I'm going to add, and 2 2s are 4. 2x into 2, that is 2 2s are 4 and x 4x. This minus 3 I'm going to write over here. How I'm going to get 3x? 3 into x is 3x. Now minus I have written here. Minus into plus, we get minus over here. So how I'm going to get 3 6 over here? 3 2s are 6. Now 2x minus 3 x plus 2 equal to 0. That is 2x minus 3 equal to 0, or x plus 2 equal to 0. Two x is equal to minus 3 becomes plus 3, and x is equal to plus 2 becomes minus 2. Now here we have 2x, so it becomes x is equal to 3 by 2. So therefore the roots of given equation are 3 by 2 and minus 2. So the third sum is root of 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 equal to 0. So how we are going to do over here is, I'm going to take, that is, root 2 x square into 5 root 2. This how we are going to get a digit over there by multiplying it is, here we have 2 root, no, so I'm going to do root 2 whole square, okay, because we have 2 roots. Now x square into 5, it becomes 5x square. Now this root and root 2 I'm going to cancel it, and 2 into 5x square becomes 2 5s are 10 and x square. Okay, now if we multiply we have to get 10x square, and if we add or minus I have to get plus 7x. Now I'm going to take, how we have to do is 2 5s are 10. So I'm going to take 2x into 5x x and 5x. 2 5s are 10x square, and if we add we get 7x. So I'm going to write over here plus, because here plus is there, no, so plus and plus. This you have understood. Now I'm going to explain over here, that is I'm going to take root 2x square and plus 2x plus 5x plus 5 of root 2 is equal to 0. Okay. Now next, how we'll get root 2x square? We have to multiply with root 2x, that is root 2x into x is root 2x square, plus I'm going to write over here, and to get 2x I'm going to multiply root 2x into root 2. How we will get root 2 over here? I'll explain you. That is C. What I got? Root 2x into root 2. Okay. Now here I got root 2 into root 2. It becomes root 2 of whole square of x, because I have two root 2's. In this I'm going to cancel root 2 and square. It becomes 2x. Okay. So we take root 2x into root 2. We get 2x. Okay. Now this you have understood, right? How we got, why I have written root 2? Because we get 2x over here. Now 5, I'm going to take plus and 5. How I'll get 5x? 5 into x, I get 5x. Now plus into plus is plus. Now 5 into root 2, I get 5 root 2. Okay. Equal to 0. Now root 2x plus 5 and x plus root 2 is equal to 0. Now root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0, or x plus root 2 is equal to 0. Then root 2x is equal to plus 5 becomes minus 5. Here x is equal to, this becomes minus root 2. Over here now x is equal to minus 5, and this root 2 becomes by root 2. Therefore, the roots of given equation are minus 5 of root 2 and minus root 2. You have understood this? So I'm going to go for the next sum. So the first sum is 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 is equal to 0. For this, how we are going to do is 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 is equal to 0. For this, I'm going to do as like this one. I'm going to cross multiply it. That is 8 2s are 16x square minus 8 into x is 8x. And now I'm going to do 1 into 1 is 1 is equal to 0. You understood this? How we got this equation over from this to this? Okay, now 16x square into 1 is 16x square. If we multiply, we have to get 16x square. If you add or minus, we have to get minus 8x. Okay. over here. Now what we should take now? For 4s are 16. 4 plus 4 is 8. Now we have minus, so we have to take minus into minus. See here. 4x into 4x. For 4s are 16. X into x is x square. Now minus into minus is plus. Okay. 4 plus 4 is 8. Minus into minus is plus. Now this minus I'm going to write over here. Okay. Now 16x square minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now over here 4x of 4 4s are 16. X into x is x square. 4x into 4x is 16x square. Now minus 4x into 1 is 4x. This minus 4 I'm going to write over here. Sorry, not minus 4. I'm going to take 1. 1 into 4x is 4x. Minus into minus becomes plus. So 1 into 1 is 1 is equal to 0. Now 4x minus 1 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. So I'm going to take it as 4x minus 1 is equal to 0, or 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. 4x is equal to minus 1 becomes plus 1. 4x is equal to minus 1 becomes plus 1. X is equal to 1, this 4 becomes by 4. X is equal to 1 and 4 I'm going to write over here. So therefore the roots of the given equation are 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. So the fifth question is 100x square minus 20x plus 1 is equal to 0. 100x square into 1 is 100x square. If you multiply, we have to get 100x square. If we add or minus, I have to get minus 20x. So how we are going to get 100? That is 10 tens are 100. 10x into 10x is 100x square. Now here minus sign is there. So I'm going to write minus into minus as plus. 10 plus 10 is 20 and x. Okay. So 100x square minus 10x minus 10x plus 1 is equal to 0. So how I'm going to get 10x square? That is, if you multiply it with 10x, that is 10x into 10x is 10 tens are 100, x into x is x square, minus 10x into 1 is 10x. No, minus I'm going to multiply it with 1, that is 1 into 10x is 10x, minus into minus I'm going to get over here plus. Now 1 into 1 is 1. Now 10x minus 1 and 1 more is 10x minus 1 is equal to 0. So it becomes 10x minus 1 equal to 0, or 10x minus 1 is equal to 0. 10x is equal to minus 1 changes to plus 1, minus 1 changes to plus 1. So x is equal to 1, this 10 becomes by 10. X is equal to 1 and 10 becomes by 10. So, therefore, the roots of given equation are 1 by 10 and 1 by 10. So, this is a complete exercise 4.2 part 1, and in the next video I'm going to do the part 2 of exercise 4.2. So, for next part of this exercise, you may press the bell icon for the further notifications. So, like, share, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.